Hey y'all, it's Patrick. Welcome back to Rustaholic, and we're still working on my 1963 Chevrolet Corvair. And today's the day we're gonna actually try to get it started. But it's been a little bit since we started working on this. That Hurricane Helene just came through, and we're in north central Florida. And luckily, even though we're only like an hour away from where it made landfall, we were pretty much spared. So really thankful for that, and for everyone up in North Carolina, Atlanta, that just really got nailed, man. That's horrible. It's just unbelievable the amount of damage that came from that. But today we're going to continue on the Corvair, and I kind of forgot where I was at, but it looks like we're ready to start adding some fluids, get the distributor in, and actually try to get this thing fired up. Oh yeah, there is one more thing. I got a really great comment from my Zip Cord, I believe his name was. Thank you very much for that, regarding my bushings and everything that I put in for the front motor mount. And after reading his comment, taking a look at the link that he left me, I realized I had no idea how those bushings work. I was just thinking of them as a regular frame on body car, where they're like, the bushings are pinched between the metal, the frame, etc. And that's not how these work at all. The bolt goes through it, and the bushing is around the center, and the the metal piece that is actually hitting the support crossbeam, it's supposed to touch it, right? I was like, why is it touching it? It seems wrong, but it's supposed to touch it. So he's absolutely right. What I did probably was not required. What's required is me replacing those bushings. Those bushings are totally shot. So we're going to address that. But for right now, I want to, at least give him some confidence that I don't think the bushings I put in are actually doing anything. As I tightened them up, it went right back to the metal for the most part. They kind of just split and broke up around it. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. But we're going to leave it in there for now, because I got to get this thing running. But we'll see. If we need to make some adjustments, we'll do that. But I really appreciate it, because of that, now I understand how those work. So thank you very much for that. All right, but let's get to it. We're going to put in some fluids. I got to find the distributor, and we'll get cooking. All right, here's the old filter. It's a percolator, but we're going to replace it with a Wix, because I've been trained well. I watch a lot of Spice Grip Garage, so this is what I'm told to do, and I trust that guy. So anyway, we are going to use this one, and of course, going to date it. What is the date? October? How is it October already? I think we pulled this engine out in June. This takes way too long, I feel like. Anywho's, let's see, it's October. I have no idea where this is going to end up, so let's write it on the bottom. October 2024. I have no idea what the mileage is, because actually I have a speedometer cable. Holy crap. Let me check. I forgot that we fixed that. 52214 it says. Which is funny, because that hasn't had a working speedometer for at least 5 years, probably. So whatever. Who knows how many miles we actually put on that thing. All right, oil. I'm just going to use Rotella, because I use that in all my cars. So I'm going to pre-fill this oil filter, and we'll get it in the car. All right, easy does it. All right, that should be good. We'll see. And then, yeah, let's put some oil in it. We'll go ahead and fill this thing up, and then I will put a little bit of transmission fluid in. Not all the way, but a little bit. And then we'll move on to distributors. All right, priming the engine. It's always better to use a distributor for this, but I don't have one. I'm gonna do this for a minute or two, and then we'll drop in the distributor. Wish I had an oil gauge. I could put one right there, but I don't have one. So there's that. Alright, I think that should be good. Should be good. Alright, we're about to drop in the distributor. I'm going to go ahead and pull this off real quick. I do have the engine set at top dead center right now. And also you can see I've added a spring. I don't know if this is the right spring. We're going to do some trial and error, but I think it'll be good for a start. We'll give it a shot. Let's see here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and pull this cap off real quick. That way I can see what's going on. All right, let's see where we're at here. I can't see in there. Where is that? There it is. All right, here's my issue right now. That's as far as I can get it to go in, and it's about a 1/4 inch out. So it's not there yet. So something is not lined up. Oh, that's it. We got it. It's in. Woohoo! Oh my. All right. Is it where we want it to be? Sure. I think that'll be fine. Where's my hold downs? Let's hold it down. This looks like a fine spot for the number 1. It'll be right there. No problem. This is pointing directly at this guy. That's what we're gonna do. That's where she's at. And then that gives us lots of room. So this will be number 1, we'll say. This will be number 1. Okay, I'm going to tighten this down just a little bit. Go ahead and wire in these guys. Make sure I know how to do that properly. Obviously this guy's going to go here. And then, I don't know, I want to go red to red. But let me double check the specs on this guy. And then we'll put them in the right spot. And then we got to wire it up. And luckily, I have the firing order right here. 145236. So, not too bad. Alright, let's do that. Alright, I have confirmation, and I'm glad I did, because this wire doesn't go here. This is a great reason to film stuff, because this one goes here. Only the yellow goes here. So we'll put this guy on, and we'll get these other wires dialed in properly. All right, I think we can work with that. Do something about that. All right, what's next? This guy needs to get plugged. he comes over here. We'll connect to that. And then I think I'm gonna run it without the coil first. Just let it get everything lubed up. We already primed the engine, but let's go ahead and let all the parts move around. And then, yeah, then I think I'll connect the coil and we'll actually start it. So that reminds me, got to put the Lone Wolf. I'm gonna connect that right now, and then I think we'll be ready to give this thing a go. Very exciting. I think we're ready. I've done all the checks I can think of. I got my Lone Wolf set up. I got this thing locked down. Well, it's still movable, but it's not going to move around for no reason. I've got my RPM reader, timing light. It says it right there on it. Woo. Timing light is ready to go. And I got my list. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do key on, fuel pump. Notice I don't have my coil connected yet, but we're gonna do key on, fuel pump. Hopefully that will fill the bowls a little bit. We'll go no coil start. So we'll go ahead and start it, let the engine rotate a few times. Hopefully move some stuff around, a little fuel pressure. We already primed it, so it should be okay. All that seems okay so far. We'll put the coil on and we'll get it started. I'm looking for somewhere between 12 and 14 degrees of timing at idle and 24 degrees at full advance, but we'll get to that later. And for idle RPM, it was funny, it says as low as possible. So we'll shoot for 500 to 600. I didn't do any baseline or write anything down before I tore it apart. My bad, so I don't remember where it was at. So kind of starting from scratch. I do know that the carbs were balanced. I do have a carb balancer tool, and we'll check that out once we get it idling and going, you know, considering we get that far. But yeah, let's see if we can get this thing running. So I think we're ready. So I think we're gonna do battery first. And I did clean up all the terminals and everything. I did not charge this battery. So it's been sitting there for months. My bad. I probably should have done that. It doesn't seem right. Let's see. Whoop. It made a sound. So that's good. Check for burnage. Everything seems okay so far. All right, first step, key on, fuel pump. Let's see if we can hear it. I don't hear anything. No lights in the car. So, all right, let's check batteries and stuff. Let's see where we're at. Okay, I think I figured it out. At least, I think so. Where'd the other thing go? Oh, there we go. So, I had power here, 12 volts. I have power here, 12 volts. I did not have power here, but it's got a little reset button on the side. So I reset that, and now I have 12 volts. So let's see what we've got. Well, I'm glad we fixed that, but I heard the fuel pump come on. So let me put this back together, and then we'll start again. Okay, where were we? Key on, fuel pump, check for leaks. Let's see what we got. I hear it pumping. It's loud. I hear it. I smell gas. Okay, I think that's probably good. I think now we'll just, oh, shoot. Just saw fuel starting to come out through here. That's, I don't think is good. What's going on there? Huh, maybe that, maybe it didn't close it up. It started to flood it. Not cool. Thinking that needle and seat is just getting stuck. Hoping a couple taps will seat it. All right, I think we got it. Okay, moving on. Okay, I think we're, according to the list, we're ready for a no coil start. So we'll just let it turn over and see what happens. We don't even need fuel for that. I think we can just let it rotate. It's in neutral. We should be okay. Let's see if it goes. All right, so that just happened. Should be pretty good, I guess. I don't even know. Key on. Put some spark to it. All right. All right, we're live. Are we recording? We are. Let's see what happens. I don't think it has enough. Better. I mean, it's not firing. 180 out. Calling it right now. 180 out. Look at that. It's supposed to be right there. It's over there. See? 180 out. I'm gonna pick it back up, we'll rotate it, drop it back in, and hopefully we should be good to go. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, we're back. Turned it around. It's right back where it was before. Carb should be good, battery's charged, stuff is plugged in. Let's turn the key and see if we can get it to go. Come on, fire up! Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, okay, the whole spring idea didn't work. Okay, that failed. Alright, okay, so that failed. That spring is not good. Alright, we'll just hook it up the right way. Alright, I can admit when stuff goes wrong. All right. I'll put it together right and then we'll do it again. But that was exciting. This is actually interesting. This is my belt recovery kit. These 3 things are dedicated and stay in my glove box. It's a 9/16 socket. It's a 9/16 regular wrench, and this guy. And it's only for replacing belts. And I always have spare belts, so I've replaced this in like less than 2 minutes in the middle of the street. But that's only because I have these tools and they always stay in my glove box. So good stuff there. If I remember right, I use this for tension somehow. Have to remember. And then this is for this guy back here because you can't really get to it otherwise. And this one is for the one in front. So I'm gonna tighten this bad boy up and then we'll get going. Okay, we're back. And my little tensioner idea didn't work, but we've got this locked back in the way Chevrolet intended. We got our boost on. And yeah, let's see if she'll start. Fuel pump is going. Woo. Okay, it's getting smoky in here, but it does run. I feel like I might be hearing something. Not quite sure yet, but I'm gonna roll this out so that we can get some of this exhaust to actually go outside. So let's try that. Okay, I actually put the little exhaust tip on the back there and pulled it out so it's sticking out the garage a little bit. Let's go ahead and start it up and let it run for a little while. Let's see how it does. Actually turn the booster off too, so let's see if it can start by itself. Actually, I'm going to tighten up this belt a little bit more. And it looks like we're going to get some rain, but I'm going to tighten up this belt a little bit more. But it sounds pretty good, but I feel like I'm hearing something maybe like hitting the shield or something. I don't know. But also really want this to like fully warm up also. But all right, I'm going to get this belt a little bit tighter. All right, guys, so we've got some successes, but we're not there yet. Right now, it runs and starts. I got it at 14 degrees timing, and it starts right up. Is it 600 RPM at idle? I think we're good there, but I'm hearing a sound, and the sound, I thought it was coming from the top, but I think it's coming from the bottom. So I'm gonna run it one more time just to kind of show you, but I think ultimately what's going on here is the adjustments that I did for the rockers weren't right, or I didn't get something right. Something's too tight, something's too loose. I don't know. So I'm gonna have to address that because it really sounds like it's coming from underneath, especially on the driver's side. So start it up one more time and I'll just bring the camera down on both sides so you guys can hear it. And then I might need some help because I'm the only one here and I'm the only person who I know who owns a Corvair. So if you think it's something else, please let me know. I'll check what kind of footage we have, or in case we have some kind of bright ideas, I might jump in and try to do something here. But otherwise, this might be the end of this video. But we'll go ahead and start it one more time, and I'll let you guys get a little bit closer listen underneath the car, passenger side, driver's side, and then you let me know your thoughts. But I think it's probably the rockers. Let's check it out. Starts right up, which is nice. All right. Guys, let me know. Really appreciate it. Make some progress, and we'll see you next time.